Good afternoon. My name is Anna, and I am here today to share how I organize my school year using Master Books. The first thing that I do every year is I create a mom binder. And in my mom binder, I include the suggested daily schedules and the answer keys. So all I do is I go in to my teacher guides and I remove any suggested daily schedules, any teacher helps, which a lot of times is the introduction to the texts, any answer keys, any things in the appendix that help me be a better teacher, like for example in the language lessons for a living education, this might be the grammar sheets or the spelling activities. So I tear all of that out, I punch it, and then I put it into my mom binder, and I separate everything by subject. So I have a tab for language lessons 2, a tab for language lessons 4, I have a tab for math 3, math 5, I have a tab for America's Story, I have a tab for our sciences, and then this becomes my go-to each day or each week is really when I use it, just once a week. So from then, once I remove the suggested daily schedules, I create a master plan. And the reason I do that is because our schedule pulls us out of the house a couple of days a week. So I do have to adjust the suggested daily schedules to fit our schedule. So what I do is I set up my own spreadsheet. And I don't know how well it's going to show on this live video, but it looks something like this. But really all it is a spreadsheet. Going across, I've labeled each subject. Going down, I have a column for our day of attendance, a column that says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a column for the date, and then we go into Bible and math and language and writing strands. And then this allows me to take my suggested daily schedule and move things around a little bit to fit our schedule as we're out of the house. Then each week I sit down and using this I go in and I fill out my children's planners. And as I fill out the planners, I lost my train of thought. As I fill out the planners, I just look at my plan sheet. My spreadsheet is pretty basic. All it says really is just like day 1, day 2, day 3, or chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. There's not a whole lot of detail. It's really just a way for me to track where we are in each lesson. For more detailed of what we need to study, what pages we need to read, or do we have a quiz or something like that, then that's when I flip to the Master Books suggested daily schedule. So I'll see, for example, on my schedule, I'll see we're supposed to be in chapter 9 for America's Story. So I'll flip to my America's Story section in here, and I'll look at the actual schedule from Master Books to see what we're supposed to be doing, if that makes sense. So mine is just kind of a bare bones schedule, really just to check off where we are in our lessons, and then I use the Master Books schedule to see what we actually need to be doing that week, as far as like page numbers in the book, which pages should we be reading and which worksheets we should be completing. So this is sort of I use this once a week then to fill out my kids' planners. So my oldest son has his own planner, and it's just a little school planner. And I sit down on like Saturday night or Sunday night, and I really just fill it in. But just very simple. I write what day he's supposed to do or what chapter he's supposed to read, and then this helps him just to see what needs to be done for the day. When he's finished with it, as you can see, like on this day, he just goes and X's it out that it's done. I do have to watch over him though, because sometimes he gets a little X happy and will X things out before he's actually finished them. So I do have to follow up on them. And Then for my younger son, who's not quite independent yet, I actually just put all of his lessons in my personal planner. But it's the same concept. I just look at what he needs to do each day and check it off as we go. And then each child has their own binder. This is my youngest son's. His is pretty thin because he's only in 2nd grade. And then I have my 5th graders. Ooh, his is thicker. But in this binder, I include things like from language lessons, the books of the Bible. It includes things like from math lessons for a living education. It includes the measurement charts. It includes the break it down cards. So I save the student manipulatives from year to year because that's from level 4 and he's in level 5 right now. But it becomes like his reference book. I include the copy work from language lessons. I include the grammar sheets from language lessons. And the reason he has this little reference binder is so that if he's working on something independently, but he can't remember the answer, like he can't remember, I don't know, like how many quarts are in a gallon or something like that, or he can't remember, like neither one of us could remember what an antecedent was the other day. He has a way to go and easily look up the material and find the answer without coming to me for everything. He knows that he can look up the answer in his reference binder. And it's the same thing for my younger son. Like I said, his isn't very full yet. But like his includes the place value counting chart and the addition mat and a few little things from language lessons, like the copy work. And still, he's young. He's only in 2nd grade. This is definitely still training for him. Like he would not be able to use this independently. Like this is definitely something that we're working on getting him used to doing. But my other son, because this is a system that we've been using for a couple of years, he understands how to use his planner. He understands how to use his reference binder. And so it does help him become more independent, but it definitely takes a level of teaching and training him how to use those things. And then the last thing, I'm going to have to post a picture of it, but organizing our actual subjects. I have a 6-drawer system, and each drawer is a subject. So we have a math drawer, a language drawer, a history and social studies drawer, a science drawer. And in those drawers include their textbook. It includes the teacher's guide because I've removed everything that I need. So now the teacher's guide becomes like their workbook. It includes any flashcards they've made, any kind of helps that they might need. So for example, in our history and social studies drawer, it includes my older son's America's Story textbook, the teacher's guide. It includes My Story Too, and it also includes a little box where we've been keeping our thankful cards. We haven't done the thankful tree. We keep a thankful box, but all of the cards where they've written what they're thankful for goes into that little box, and the box goes into the drawer, and it's just easy access. They know where it is. Same thing with math. It has their math textbooks. It has any flashcards that they've made. I've printed off extra copies of the multiplication chart so that we can kind of do timed drills on the multiplication chart. Language, the same thing. It includes the textbooks. It includes the chapter book that my son is working on, reading with writing strands. It includes any right brain flashcards that they've made. It includes any sight word flashcards that we're working on. So I'll take a picture and post that to the group of what the outside of the drawer system looks like, and then also I'll take a picture of the inside of the drawer so you can just kind of see how everything is, excuse me, how everything is just in the one drawer. And the reason we started doing that was because at one time I had everything on a shelf, and it was just difficult managing with each subject, pulling off the books that we need. Now let's find our flashcards. So I just found that a drawer system worked really well for us because everything we needed for that one subject is in that one drawer. We can get it out, we can use it, and we can throw everything back into the drawer. There's no searching for anything. Like, we're not pulling the materials we need from different locations. It's all in one place. So I'll post a picture of that. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Just post them in this thread and I'll go back and check the comments. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.